Alright, that's a map of Iran and the neighbors, Iraq. I didn't know they were to the left, I always thought they were the other way around. And there's Saudi Arabia, and there's lots of oil there. And the next terror event, the next war event, it'll be called the Third World War. Don't get freaked out by it. It's all planned already, and it's there to freak you out. And it's going to be a big fucking explosion. Probably take 2 or 3 days before it's all dealt with. But then the oil will come again, and the oil prices will go up. War is just a game, and it's always been a game, and it's a big game. It's the money game. It's the Iraq War. It had nothing to do with oil, really, so much as, we've got enough oil, and Saddam was willing to sell it, he just wanted to have euros. And the Americans, of course, didn't want to pay euros, so they went in there and murdered him. And a few other people, and some innocent people, of course, are always getting murdered. That's called random punishment. It's like, read the book, what's it called? Oh, shit, I forgot the name. I'll come back when I remember. Logan's Run. Logan's Run was the book, or the movie, and what's significant about this movie, I don't know, is kind of cheesy really, but what I found very interesting about it is that they had what you call police patrolled, a mine patrol or something like that. If you think anything illegal, then you're going to be executed, and that was sort of the gig. And of course, the hero of the book figured out that these were not actually really specific punishments for specific people, but rather random terror attacks from the professional, or what we would call what do we call them? The professional police. And that's what we got anymore. We don't have government-run prisons anymore in the United States. It's become a business, and that's why you see a lot more people in jail, because it's big business. Because all those people in jail are worth big money in jail, and they're not worth much on the street, because all they do is collect unemployment and sell drugs and eat cheese and stuff. What we're going to talk about? Oh yeah, the Third World War. The Third World War is just another name to freak us out more. The Second World War was actually just a way for America to get a nice military base in Germany, wipe out a few people, make some money. You always make money when you kill people, so don't think that there's any causes that are involved in these world wars. Hitler was working for America up until America didn't want him anymore, just like Saddam was working for America just till they decided they want Saddam's buddy instead. And it's always like that. The merchants of the world are the most unpredictable, backstabbing kind of madmen. And those are the people who are running the world, the merchants. The merchants have taken over. And, there's nothing wrong with doing business and shit like that, and trading and whatnot. I get nothing wrong with that, but we've come to a point where it only seems to work if we stab each other in the back, and that ain't any good. So maybe we should really have it out with a Third World War, and instead of parading around for priests, for peace, let's start parading around for war. Sarcastically, of course, we don't really want war, we want it to fucking stop, but it will throw them for a loop. Tell them that the Iran should put the mines in the strait there, send all the people away first, of course, and then the Americans can go in there and bomb the mines, and then the oil can take a couple of days off, and everybody can have a panic. We'll get the price of oil up to $180 a barrel, or even better, 130 euros. Anyway, whatever. But seriously, if anybody doesn't understand about evolution, then they haven't understood much about the human beings, because not only have we evolved from apes, we still are apes, and you can see it. You can see it by how we look, you can see it in our genes, you can see it from our ancestors, but more than anything, you can see it in how we act with each other. And so far, all we have beyond the other apes is a grand theater. And we've been playing this theater for many thousands of years in a big way. And it all started out, oddly enough, over there where all the oil sits. So they obviously had lots of jungles in the past, and it's become desert, and climate change happens all the time, and it's got nothing, well, it might have something to do with us, but we're not that significant. And I think either we're going to have to smarten up as crazy apes, or we're going to lose it, because there's no reason whatsoever that we need to survive. I mean, for us there is, but not as life. Life doesn't need us if we're not going to play the life game. If we're going to play the death game, then death is going to sweep over the planet, and it might lay dormant for a few million years. Maybe it lays dormant forever. But it won't matter. Will it? I don't know. The point was, let's not think of us as being too smart yet. I think it would be better for us to understand that we're quite myopic, nearsighted, and we don't really understand much yet, and we need to understand more. And war, in a way, it's helped push us, but I don't know if it's something we want pushing us forever. There might be other things to go after. First of all, I think we've got to spend the next 100 years cleaning up this planet. We don't have to tell the planet how to grow, but we have to stop putting poisons in it, and we have to take the poisons that we've put into it out of it and figure out how to deal with them. And that should keep us quite busy for the next 100 years or so, and we can deal with new technologies and build a new world. And we're going to have to let the jungle back in. We've got far too far away from the jungle and the forest, and we have been, I mean, take a look at Dubai. It's one big ugly shopping mall in hell, and that's the future of the world. That's the image we think of as of the ultimate thing, is to have big polished skyscrapers and air-conditioned shopping malls with trees in it and waterfalls and whatnot, all inside of a building, everything inside of a police state, ruled by warlords or oil lords or ex-warlords or who knows what. This is hell, and that's not the way we want to make our future. Figure out who Jacob was, figure out who Esau was, and you will see that we can do without Jacob, but we can't do without Esau. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, well, you need to read more books.